my companies don't need a whole weekly CEO time. The visionary time is kind of to set the course and the path and the seeds for where you're going to go, and then make sure that there's the right people that you trust on your team to kind of hold that vision in honor.
So true. It's interesting that you mentioned that, because I also end up asking my clients, list down your priorities, and most of the time it's work, family, self. And I always tell them to reverse it: self, family, and work, And I've recently published a book. In my book also, I keep talking about exactly the same thing. If you take care of yourself in all aspects, all areas of your life, everything around you revolves, and it's like a puzzle, If you put the pieces right, it's easy for you to manage other things. But because people neglect themselves, they end up having health issues, and that eventually leads to damaging their relationships, their work, and everything. So please talk to us more about, what do you think entrepreneurs, not mistakes, but what are the mindsets they have, and where do they need to change, at a larger scale?
So, like I said, the biggest opportunity is how you can invest in yourself, and what you can get off of your plate. And as an entrepreneur starting out, it might be very scary to think about spending $1,000 a month on social media management. And in all actuality, it really doesn't need to be $1,000 a month. There's plenty of people all over the world who that is what their value and expertise is. So really narrow down what your value and expertise is, and figure out how to get the rest off your plate, so that, to KK's point, to spend the rest of the time renewing. If you think about a professional athlete, they're playing, if you take a football player, they're playing 15 games a year, and they're practicing 3/4 of the year. But then that 1/4 they're spending in restoration, renewal, and relaxation. And throughout the week, they're also putting a lot of intention and energy into that restoration, to that renewal. And so when you are doing your most valuable work, you also require your most valuable renewal. And for me, coming from the corporate space and then coming into an entrepreneurial space, I'm never going to make up that lack of sleep. I'm never going to make up that, lack of taking care of myself. But what I can do is make sure that right now I'm going above and beyond. Think of yourself as the entrepreneur as a car. And no matter how many passengers you can carry, no matter if you're a Tesla running on, just electricity, you still need to recharge. You still need to have a full tank. Even if you're the top of the line car with all the amenities, you still have to have gas in your tank or some kind of energy. And so by being able to fill your cup, put yourself first, you're actually doing your clients the best service.
So Bani, what's one piece of advice you would like to give entrepreneurs to escape burnouts?
Take care of you. And really, before you can even take care of you, there is one step, and that's called self-awareness. So you have to know that you're running on empty before you know that you need to go to a gas station. And our world is full of gas stations, full of people saying that they can, help you get to the next step, do more, be more, achieve more. Well, sometimes it's not about more. Sometimes it's about getting quiet and getting calm and hearing that voice inside of you that says what the direction is. KK had said, if you want to be an entrepreneur, but you're not sure what it is that you want to do, ask yourself what makes you happy and what value you can bring to the world. And so building that better relationship with you. When I was a therapist, I had this sign in my office that said, the voices in the voices in my head love me. And it was a therapist joke, but I've told people before, there's nothing you can tell me that is going to be meaner than something I've already said to myself. And so that self-awareness piece, when you have that negative self-talk saying, I can't, I'm not going to get through this, I'm never going to be successful, is that self-awareness that think about that as like a bad roommate. Tell them to go to their room, shut the door, and then you go back to saving the world.
All right. So talking to your own self, like I always say, you can be your best friend or worst enemy.